watu wengine unaweza dhani wako parking lakini they are not.
They're not, they're show. Wait, is it? I'm a
Showers
grower.
and growers.
Yeah, me I'm a grower.
I don't want to know that.
Nani hapa ni shower?
Usione wepanga wa reli.
Unaambiana huko. Hebu tell them, let me just...
I did a feel shower.
But now, okay, na feel ni kama, cause mimi na ni grower. Na feel ni kama most niggas ni growers. But my thing is...
I don't want to know all these guys.
Being a show inamaanisha unakuanga tu
uko on kwa ni saa zote. Yani saa
what happens? Like when you get out, what happens?
Comfortable tu na dai tu kuchill tu yani.
Hiyo hata ukicheza hata futa unaweza kuwa.
Go. Ini hockey amani.
What do you mean you're showing all the time?
Situations flying high in them private jets. Mada kumada beat lazima kai bada. Si niulize mbona nimenyanya. Si unajua niko juu ya shada.
Kana nishangaza sana. Anyway, welcome to another episode of the Sandwich Podcast. Here with your girl John Melly.
Bad boy Owen.
Black Diamond. Ama mkipenda pia Tonyo Kibbs in all social media platforms.
Did you miss last week?
Yeah.
Same.
Unakaa poa by the way.
I've told
leo ndo umevaa shades,
ananitrigger anakamse flani from my past excess.
Hiyo ni so scary. Najua sifanani na watu siseme hivyo. Juzi mtu alinitag kwa picha ya Selena Gomez. She was really not looking like a baddie. Sorry.
The old
and then
Selena
someone
Gomez.
is saying, "Oh my God, you look so much alike." Huh? What do you mean by that?
Kama mse amechapa akikwambia ati twin.
Twin. Where have you been?
Like, yo, bro. I mean, chill out.
Mimi kila msoshinda kusema nafana na matonya.
Let me just say it here, bro. Now, big shout out to everyone out there. Nene. Lakini na mse unafanana naye. Ni Chelsea Van Carter.
Pia mimi naionanga. Yeah. Hebu muulize babake ni nani? Kama
by the way, labda zako aliangukia mtu wa Kilimani huko. Understand?
hadi ile day tu unajua shaipata naye in person ile day nani
alikuja kurekodi na sisi.
hadi anabonda unajua smiling kama mimi naona yo what's up.
It's okay. Anyway,
Acquaintance of mine, she's amazing.
John, when do ujakuwa umekuaje?
Live show before.
Before anything,
You plug
I'm
the live
super excited. We're having a live show dedicated to the bad bitches out there. I've been unable to
The
cuss
baddies.
recently. First of all, I just need to make a disclaimer. I can no longer cuss on my socials because corporate blah 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 blah. But here I think I can. So we're doing it for the bad bitches who look like me, who are bad like me. It's our year, so I'm super excited for the live show. I want to see all the bad bitches showing up and showing out.
Show
I'm
some
dressed
skill.
to kill.
Exactly.
I really hope the weather will be great. But even if we can layer in a very sexy way.
Sijali mali event iko hata kunyesha aje nika uko kwa Akianoa. Hey, I don't want to test you, Lord. I'm sorry.
Ndio maana venue tumechukua this time hata kunyesha aje hata Mungu tulete tu hiyo mvua.
Usilete
Indo. No? Okay,
Unajua msa alipanda Titanic aliambiana nini ati even God can't crush this boat. Quite a boat ama shit.
Yeah, so
anyway, please all the bad bitches, please show up and show out. I'm seeing you guys buying tickets already. Can't wait to see you guys. I'm super excited. 20th of April, tutakuwa pale ASK Dome.
Yeah, the SK Dome. And then another thing, mjue tickets zinapanda by the way. Saini thao zitakuwa 1500 mbele, but also now for VIP ni limited. Hatutaki kila mtu VIP. I mean, if VIP is for everyone, then exclusive. You know, we want to make it exclusive. Yeah, so that at least hata tukipiga sherehe na nini. Unajua hapo nimesikia some very very high profile people wanna come. Wenye wameniambia bro, nini alafu speaking of that, kuna mse anaitwa Anthony Owen. Big shout out to Anthony Owen. Mse amebuy 10 tickets.
Anthony Owensky.
Yeah. Aliniambia ananitumia actually anabuy 10 tickets for giveaways.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, big shout out, man. Big shout out. Anabuy 10 tickets for giveaways. So we'll give you a mechanic yenye mta.
Yeye na Nyamito anaenda ban for bans. Pia Nyamito alipromise a group of buddies.
Kitu kaya hiyo.
Eish.
Yeah. So hapa mazee mnaona.
Okay.
Big ballers only.
Love it.
BBO. Big ballers only, man.
What?
How's your week been, John?
Hey, it's been. I'm alive. Let's just thank the Lord that I'm alive. I don't know why grief is creeping back in ani tandika 1, 2, 3 kidogo, but surviving. But regardless, I'm still a bad bitch. Forever will be one. So I'm surviving. I just say I'm surviving. A day at a time.
Have you ever noticed that sometimes you look finer when you're sad?
Like, I usually say I never want to look like my problems. So,
Yeah, by that ukiona shida gani, make sure you look good.
yeah, I look good.
Hata niki happen at the end of the day, watu wataangalia, wataona shida zako, wataona kama ulikuwa unakapoa or not.
Yeah, so besides that, what happened the last time since, what has happened? Oh,
Nimeona ma-accident, nimeona wasewa kishikwa, nimeona vitu mob zikihappen.
I know, I'm trying to remember, like in my personal life, probably something happened. I don't remember.
Oh, that's what
even what do people get married? Oh, but there's something happened.
Maybe I got married. Maybe I didn't. Who knows? Maybe I have an engagement ring somewhere.
Kwanza nimeitwa koito fulani next week.
Oh, same thing. That's what I was asking you. I was asking.
Pia wakale wote na strict now pia wakisema.
Yeah, period. Imagine our age mates are getting married.
Ni nani? Ni mnaweza sema.
Yeah, it's Britney Chepkemei.
Yeah.
Unamjua?
Mimi namjua. Mimi ni best ya
the
husband more.
Hey.
So me and Britney grew up together.
We do business.
Who's the husband?
Anaitwa Kihanya, big shout out.
Ama tunaweka
Sisi wanaenda ku get married. So kwani kunafikia nani? In fact tunafaa ku announce. By the time we feel marriage, the reason why marriage ni important. I don't find it very important. But the reason why it's important hivyo. No, important. Yes, mika nakupenda tuweke rings, but itakuwaga kutangaza. Kutangaza that ase wawili wako pamoja.
I'll post my fiance's photo. Does anyone know this man?
Before nisonge sana.
Before niseme yes. Nikiona he's down on his knees, picha kwanza ngambia, hold on.
I've never seen any wedding msee akisema yo if you oppose why these two should not be together. Sijaona mtu akisimama sema by the mina sitaki. Napenda udem.
In the old days before we get married, lazima mge make marriage announcement na inakaa kwa gazeti ka 1 month.
It doesn't happen these days. It still does. At 21 days.
Austin unajuaje? Mbona
Austin anajua. Usiulize sana, anajua.
It happens 21 days. You have to make the announcement, yeah.
So like unaweka hapo kwa classifieds tu.
Gazettes.
I wish Austin angepewa mic ndo watu.
Background. Registrar of marriages.
Hey, ofisi gani?
Let me just ask. Let's say I am just stalking someone and then I find them there. I can go and oppose it, alafu the whole thing will be...
No, before ni kama search. Sinapigwa ka search. Yeah, but kuna hii kitu ya before you guys get married, wanaulizanga ka ushai kuwa married before. So you have to say if you've been married before. Juu bado unaweza kuwa hiyo marriage iko active or divorced.
Just being a
nosy
weird person and I just want to maybe stop your happiness.
As
maybe the love of my life is engaged right now and I want I've come here with so much chaotic energy.
Engaged, married. If you're soulmates, your husband should not stop us from having our own thing.
I miss believing you.
Bora asikam na mtoi because I can't siwezi anza game 1-0.
Ulisema unaanza 1-0 kabudake tu amepass.
If the dad is dead,
akujela
atatoka.
One of the days atatoka.
Kama vibes ako karibu kutoka, anything can happen.
Would you guys be step parents, especially you considering you don't want any kids?
Would I? Would you?
Let me give you guys
you'd be the hot step.
Yeah, we love stories. And before tuendelee story, kuna story nimesema tisijui ni kijoke marriage si important na nini. Before we even go further, I take it back. Very important. I believe in marriage. I want to make a happy family. Nataka kuwa benchmark ya all the families, best families out there. Let's go, Joanne, now.
Anyway, there's this person I was
talking to.
Can I say talking to? We were
dating.
dating. We were dating.
Dating around.
Dating last year, and he had kids.
Kids? With an S?
You know the age gap that I like,
no, but
guys.
it's like kid with an S, yani?
Yeah, just
okay.
two.
Oh, just two.
Yeah,
okay.
just two. And like in our conversations, like genuinely, I really like this person.
Yeah,
and I could
na
see
ni
it's, like,
interesting na kila
everything
kitu
was just
was right.
you know, everything was just ticking my boxes and whatnot. But the fact that he had kids and I do not want to be kids, I don't want kids. I don't want to be the mother who stepped up.
But if they're older,
they
like 16.
they were they were like 11.
Si unawacha na masa yao tu. Wewe kuwa happy Johan bana.
Guys, think about it. I was 20.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Okay, no, so I turned 24. Yes. And then this is a person like I like. Yeah, I really liked him. Like we could see us like getting serious and getting to that part for the introduction and whatnot to the kids. Like I overthought, let's say that.
You met the kids?
No, of course not.
Ni ile mnaendanga trip moja hatari sana na watu hiyo
huko backseat. I ended things before we got there. Anyway, don't listen to me. Anyway, so like when you were talking about us potentially getting to be together, be in a relationship and whatnot, and he mentioned the kids aspect and how that whole situation could affect us. And I had mentioned that I don't want kids, and that was one of the things I had said, like point blank, I don't want kids. So I did not want to meet the kids, not to be rude or anything. I just didn't want to be part of their lives.
Yeah, man, fuck them.
Okay. Na pia what if alikuwa unaona venye alikukujia? Bila alikukujia, what if hao watu wawili pia aliwapata to the same way? A girl liked him, akamwambia nini 1 2 3 nini wakapata mtoi akamwacha. Second girl,
same mom. No, they were same mom. Same mom, yeah.
Pia angetaka kukupea wawili.
You know how difficult it is dating someone with like a baby daddy or a
yeah, I mean that's what some of the things. And also I never want kids to look at me and resent me because of maybe they think, our parents could have been together, they would have worked this out. And then not only that, I was also young. So it was just a lot of things that
Shetani akishindwa anatuma msichana mrembo ka Joani kuharibu familia yako. Unaona tu masako. Anyway.
Yeah, so unfortunately I had to end things with him despite the fact that I really liked him and like we really liked each other, but yeah.
Would you now seeing that you're a bit older since then? Would you
just 1 year older?
Yeah, older, and the kids to me like wafike 15, 16 eventually.
I feel like maybe if I meet him later on in life, I would consider it. Maybe that's if I'm not with any other person, I would consider it. But as of now, no. I really don't want that for myself. At 24, a mother that stepped up. Let's be fucking real.
Unapiga tu hizo picha za Instagram with the toys.
With the kids today, having the kids for the weekend.
Soccer mom.
I mean, also imagine, I'm so young, and my life is all about having fun. Like it's all about me. I'm so selfish. Let me say that I'm so selfish. Even with my time with him, I would want to be selfish. There's no day I would understand that he's with his kids. My mindset would not allow me to think that way, despite the fact that I should be. I'd be like, no, fuck them kids. I want to be with you this weekend. There's no day in my head I'd be like, yeah, I get it. He's with his kids. When he's called at the middle of the night,
see, this is why I couldn't be with a baby mama. Do you mean ndakunywa dairy fresh? Mto iko fridge. Like mimi na dai pia uni put fast. Like come on.
Yeah, you see, like, and I also
know that
my thoughts.
Achana mtoi.
Like formula una mix ma formula hapo unakunywa deadly.
Leave the kids be with me, that kind of situation. Yeah. So my thinking would not allow me to accommodate that. So maybe in case I'm not with someone else later in life, I would. But damn, someone took my bitch. I miss him.
Na hiyo angle lingine, but it's a very bad angle. But I feel like vitu kai hizo ndo zinakosingi. Kama wewe ni mse unaochingi filamu zingine hizo time za ma-adult.
Stepmom.
Za adults. Mtu anafika 19 anaanza kuona stepmom wako by the.
Na tunakaribiana
miaka ako tu 25 na mimi niko 19. Unajua? Hizo ndo vitu watu wana watch. I mean, great content but
great what?
Na feel like hiyo ndo kitu ina cause such kind of things like inafikanga hapo. So
I mean, also me over.
Wewe ungekatiwa na step nini?
The fuck no.
Si ati ukekubali ama swali si ukekubali.
I'd find it.
How would you find it? Would you tell your guy?
I would immediately.
Afu afukuzwe.
No, it's not even that. It's not the intention for them to get chased, but some boundaries.
Apate tabia.
Yeah.
Unaweza mshomea cheki bro.
Men are visual beings. Amekuona wewe ni
Now
mrembo
listen,
Joanne.
another aspect that I wanted like to bring in when it comes to disciplining kids.
Oh.
If it was my child, you better shut your mouth. Like I don't want you to have a say on it. So I would tell the parents, you talk to your child, this and this happened. So I wouldn't want to get involved in that other aspect. Yeah. So
Naambia wewe, mtoi wako mazee amekula crisps zangu hapa.
can you imagine na fight over kombucha? Na mtu amekunywa asubuhi amekunywa kombucha yangu. It doesn't make sense.
There's one of my lady friends that I know. She's dating Nini. She's dating a guy with a kid. Alafu sana Joanna anajituma excess bro, like anachunga mtoi. Na yeye nika Joanna kwanza, at least Joanna anapenda watoi adai. Huwa alikuwa anachukia watoi. Hataki watoi anawachukia. But she's trying to be like anaonyesha the boy pia I can actually be a good wife. Sasa wame date for like 6 months hadi umse like saa zingine ana travel anamwacha na mtoi weekends. Bro, do you know what this nigga has been doing?
Cheating.
He not even cheating with the baby moms. Alirudiana na baby mama wake.
When you can nani.
So when unachunga mtoi.
When he nanny with some benefits.
Bro, but now when she found out, alifanya the foulest shit ever.
Usiniambia aliweka.
She peed on his toothbrush. Akairudisha hapo. Kwanza na try tu kwa bit PG rated kusema tu alipio ni alifanyia toothbrush a lot of nasty shit.
But huyu jamaa ameamka asubuhi mazee aoni poa anaenda kubrush like Colgate siku hizi.
Alipi kwanza akarudi venye alifind out akamake sure ameona amebrush meno yake kwanza na ndo akaachana naye.
But sasa
kuna pupu kwa mdomo.
Shit.
True story. Yani naambia shit.
It's like some things like those ones. Like now this person, does he watch this?
Doesn't.
Hajui ta Kiswahili so.
John is back.
John amerudi. John na Jane.
Anyway, so when we were having these discussions, I was like, don't you feel like your baby mom is like the love of your life? And then he explained that they were married and then they got divorced.
Married?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, let me just give context. He was 37. That's not too bad. Look at this one. That's not a bad age difference, guys. Don't be shocked. It's really not. Anyway, he was 37.
It's actually cute.
Loved it.
No.
It's a problem when they do it.
Could have been worse. That's all I'm saying. Could have been worse. Yeah. He was 37, and I was telling him like, yeah, you've divorced. Like you guys they're still cordial. Be like, go back to the love of your life. And I knew every time we would be fighting, I'd be like, go back to your baby mama. Like, yeah. So I just removed myself from the situation and a lot of uncomfortability, let me say that. Yeah.
So how did you guys break up? Was it like a nice way?
Yeah, I did. It was very cordial. Like he still hits me up sometimes if he's around. Yeah.
Nimerealize wase wazae hawafungagi mlango kabisa. Unajua kuna
like we didn't even get too far. We didn't get too far. It's just a couple of dates and whatnot. And honestly, that was one of the best.
Na tushaoana. Hata before 20 hiyo moja.
Sasa uko na watoto.
Ile shit future usema chicken wings.
I think actually he was the last person that I seriously talked to. Yeah.
You don't have a move past. Let's move past.
I'm saying the last one. Nah, he's the last person that I actually seriously talked to. Like it took a while for me to like dissociate from the whole thing. Yeah.
I broke up with the last person I was seeing.
2 weeks
it
ago.
might sound like a petty reason. Not even 2 weeks mwaka ikianza. But mnakumbuka hii time TikTok ilikuwa imejaa hizi memes za mapaka like cut videos. Bro alikuwa shina kinitumia hizo TikTok za mapaka kwa relationship. Na ilikuwa ina fuck up algorithm yangu bro, like dead ass come
some funny shit.
Nikamwambia maze please it's not you, genuinely si wewe. Ni mimi nachoka kujibu TikTok 30 maze in like I don't mind send the TikToks but nilikuwa naona hizo TikTok za paka ati zikimiao ati zinafaa kuwa cute bro, inaniharibia siku yangu yote.
You know one of the things that I usually say, like the minute you stop replying to my funny TikToks, funny reels and funny tweets, you don't like me anymore.
Yeah.
It's a clear sign. No, I'm not even trying to like make it such a big deal, but it's the way men are usually proactive with the things that your girl likes. The minute you just stop, I just know for sure.
Kama mimi najua mapage za mawig sahi.
Hizo lazima ujue.
Page za wig. By the way, all men out there mkitaka connect za mawig nini niko nayo. Human hair nini Brazil. Unajua niko on.
Kuna msali tweet juzi. It was something about the different generations of men growing up. Mzee akasema mimi kuka yangu hakuwa have kununua wig ya 50k.
Lakini alikuwa ananunua shamba. So let's talk about it.
Mimi kuka yangu alikataa kubai shamba. So mimi enda kuishi na fisi.
What?
Alisema ni
unafanya siku hizi like unapongo forward hapana mimi siwezi kufanya hiyo kazi. Labda hizi kazi za Ruto za kwenda majuu zitakuwa na do.
Lakini hiyo ya Haiti bro. Niliona sijui wanalipo pesa gapi bro, wacha nikushow. You better ukue alive than dead bro.
Napenda venye bring up Haiti.
Yes.
Unajua nani ni half Haitian?
Nani?
P Diddy bro.
Really?
Nondo msezi shukumse ni mchawi buda.
Yo.
Kodak.
Kama Kodak. Also,
you guys, what are you thinking about the fall of P Diddy? Like, did you see it coming? Did you ever expect something like that to ever happen, like to a very powerful person?
Najua when it comes to Hollywood, I'm a showbiz at large, like kuna some secrets. And actually, the thing is, some of the things were acceptable back then.
Like what?
Siku hizi, no, sizo ma-rape na nini, si sexual assault, no nothing. But mi nasema, kuna vitu mob sana watu walikuwa na kanyagianga kitambo. These days with the internet and everything, msee anaweza come out aseme, ndio maana unapata msee kuna allegations za years. Kuna allegations za years zenye, hiyo time, haukunajua tutareport kwa nani, na tukireport, hakuna even a body governing any of that shit. Like, kuna tu, yani law haikuwa built vizuri in a big foundation, ikuwa big foundation. So na feel, honestly speaking, huyu jamaa vile mimi na check history yake, he may have done some of the shit.
No, he did it. He definitely did it. He did
it. The documents which have come out where they have like evidence of whatever that he's been doing, like photos attached, Nini's attached. It's so crazy.
Alafu ameuza shares zake.
He's a producer called Joe or something. He's the one who released now the document.
Lil Rod.
That's his name? That one, yeah. So he released a document having all those, like, attached. It's so crazy. I'm happy Cassie, how do you... Cassie came out because now it's opened doors to so many other victims coming up and talking about that shit. But dog,
bro,
you know the way I was in love with that man and Young Miami.
And the album, Love.
I'm so embarrassed. I can't even listen to it anymore. I was such a hype man. I was so obsessed with it.
Unapostingi unarap jina. Hata Tory Lanez tunamsikiza kisi.
Art when art is created.
Can you say, actually that's a good question. Do you separate art from the artist?
Yes. Always. The thing is, imagine your jina iko, the kind of feeling that I get from this kind of music. Basi simuniambie kina Tony Nyadundo wanitengenezea hiyo. No one can make it like that, man.
Art comes from a very sick mind. So a lot of these artists tukirudi hata nyuma tuseme hata skiza because of their perversions and weird ass kinks.
But we're not talking about kinks here. We're talking about pedophilia, sexual assault, GBV.
I mean, also, if we're gonna do all that, then Elvis also.
I mean, who the fuck even listens to Elvis, man?
White people.
Ew. Do they even have a backbone, though? Let's talk about it.
Elvis, who else? I think a lot of old famous rock stars are into some very...
Yeah, I really find it hard for me to to separate the
You wouldn't listen to an R. Kelly song?
I don't.
Ignition.
Imagine I don't. And if it plays somewhere, it's not like atintafunga maskio nitoroke. I will not do that. But it says I will really not go out of my way to support their art. That's the thing. Even I struggle so much with Chris Brown. Dead.
Thank God Nyamita
Christopher Maurice Brown, he'll be shouting at me right now. But no, genuinely, I just struggled. I found myself struggling to listen to him. Tory Lanez, immediately that thing came and I was a stan. To this date, I have so many other songs that I love, but I just it's impossible for me to just continue listening to.
So now unacheki
P Diddy, fuck you.
Kwanza kitambo hata ndo maana hizo stories za kina P Diddy zinakam kitambo, ilikuwa inafika point even the stories for Hollywood. Ukitaka unaona msee amehit, kuna some kind of level unafaa kupita, alafu sasa ukipita hiyo level you are no longer just a regular artist. Uko on the brink of ku blow up vimeja. Kama unaona Tyler sahi mali yako hiyo ndo ashapita. There's no way Tyler haizi rudi nyuma. Hata sipotoa ngoma leo bado tutatambua Tyler. Asha cross. So ukisha crossingi hapo, there's a higher chance of sasa kuna chance ya kukua like sasa rockstar, like superstar, like ile superstar level.
But at least siku hizi ni organic uweze kuwa rockstar. Kitambo hizo siku you had to
bas. Hapo ndo nilikuwa naenda sasa. So now utaambiwa ufanye some crazy shit.
That's what
ndio ufikishwe hiyo level. Would you guys for podcasting hivi vile sasa imefika, because of course unajua Sandwich Podcast live show 20th of April. Biggest live show, ndo maana si ndo mapioneer hii mtaa.
Mimi Byron tunashangaa imetoka wapi tunaenda wapi like
radio big shout out homeboys radio.
Ndio shit ni kubwa bro. Unajua Twitter venye wasada nyingine nimetoka Kenya to like do post to shit hapo.
Majuu wewe nimekutambua.
Bro unajua wase wa complex wanajua tuko na live show. Fuda si jina kubwa hii Afrika.
Vile wanakuja Gondwana complex Gondwana sasa sisi tunafanya a very complex live event.
I know.
Complex is coming to Kenya.
I think
that's crazy. Nyinyi mnasema complex
K. Mnasema complex ya K. Si la C. Unasema ya C.
Wait guys. Did you guys take anything before this, because I don't understand anything that you are talking about?
No, let me go back, Joan.
Yes, you're
to
talking
that.
about podcast.
So now tushamaliza mambo ya live show 20th of April.
You're losing me.
So now amekuja leo amesema mazee cheki nyi waseni wa biggest live show in happen 20th of April by the way. Lakini sasa naweza wafanyie 1 2 3 ni waorganizie kila kitu, and then from there pia na wapatia chance ya kugo international. Mnajua msanii Mark G ni msanii South Africa nini, si hata kusell out really, but anaweza ingiza the financial nini muscle.
So what
do they want in return?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
What?
Wanataka kunidinya.
Wanataka fanyia something.
Na watoa kama sacrifice.
Utakubali oe na ama utakataa?
Siwezi
ni once tu.
Siwezi dinywa. Labda yeye ndo atakudinywa. Naweza dinyana. But Mr. Dinyo.
Unaweza stick your stuff.
Bro, kwa Cat Williams akisema.
But yani ni imagine no one will ever know.
Ati Harvey Weinstein wanted to suck his dick, bro. Ati ndio afanye role. Si Cat Williams a suck ya Harvey Weinstein, the guy for the Me Too movement. Ni the other way. Ati Cat Williams, please, nakutaka kwa hii movie. I live and suck just your dick.
Like get on your knees then.
Sikakubali but ukeniona kwa the next big movie that summer. That's what
we're like, I get on your knees, nigga. No, I wouldn't.
Or rather, is there a kind of compromise?
Let's even start.
You'd make
generally in life, we've seen this. I don't want to say it's a movement, but this whole situation of having sponsors and whatnot.
Yeah.
I just can't bring myself to fucking someone I'm not attracted to. We have no relation, nothing whatsoever. Like, I wouldn't, just from my own personal moral ground. Najijua, yes. I just wouldn't. But I would sacrifice you guys. I'd be like, let's do this for the team.
Me, there's definitely some few relatives I would.
Hakuna mtu anajua.
Tunaambia buda we, umeishi miaka ngapi? Hutaki sisi na hii sacrifice yako. I'm sacrificing for our last
Hii
hustle ni
the next generation. Imagine toi wako ametokea mazee budaki yako kwa pesa.
I volunteer Owen and push him mbele sababu enda.
Kwanza na Owen mimi nikawa watu wawili.
Wewe imetosha. I mean I just needed one.
I wouldn't like, but sometimes I usually think about like life when it gets too hard. And like when things are not working out and then I have an opportunity like that, I usually feel like I might bend and accept it. Like if shit imekata kabisa, alafu there's that one person ako like, we come
tubonge.
We kuja tuonge. I might fold.
Unajua the worst thing in this world ni kuishi as a poor man. I can't even lie to you, man.
Yeah.
Like angalia time zote zenye hauna do venye unakuanga even not happy, bro.
Very mean.
Yani uko mean, hata hakuna kinakubamba. Even the food that you like is not even nice anymore. But it's like
I mean that's why personally I never judge hoes. I don't judge when
usijudge msee mazee mwatenza do
hata wa masponyo like I see niggas get mad at it juu
hawana
but I feel wanajamingi juu hawana chance ya kuget hiyo do
ya kupata
rahisi
ama bigi unataka
bigi sema 1 2 3 kwanza mimi nataka ule bigi
yeah, me personally I would never judge. Unajua hustle ni hustle but like kau mzee ndio hustle yako fuck it chukua do yake yote.
And honestly you have to eat. Kwani are you expected to like die of hunger? No way, please get your bag right, get your money up.
Nini na besides unajua
because morals are very subjective. It's such a personal thing. Like for me I'd say drinking for me is a no-go zone. To you, drinking is the best thing that could ever happen to you in your life. Like, just let people do whatever they want. And for sure, the point that you've made, like the people who hate on it, because I've seen, I'm so sorry to be, even women who hate on it and men who hate on it, they usually wish they got that opportunity or they regret the fact that maybe they had that opportunity, I could never get it, especially for women. Or they're like, how are you having it easy and I never did? So you wish that was you, huh?
Because pia hapo si ati ni rahisi. Unajua the same way mse wa mjengo anaamka nini. Imagine waking up knowing unaenda tuku.
Like umeona sura aya weekly Oparanya. Si pia nude zake zilileak like akiwa na selfie na unadhani hiyo dem alikuwa na have a good umeona sura mse. Na hata kuangalia sura mse hivi ama hivi.
Unafunga macho.
But me I
gotta see through my boy.
I feel like kau kona sponsor at least after a handsome-ish sponsor like
wewe unadhani pesa inatafutanga sura.
Miss unajua mzee kuna watu ugly
wewe niambie wase handsome yako na do Kenya.
Wase handsome kwa do. Umsa alikuwa funeral ya Chira.
Nani? Salasia.
Umsa manywele.
Who's that?
Ati nani? Ati Baba Talisha. You guys didn't see the people who attended Chira's. Kuna umse I think he's one of those ones. He's also gay.
I don't know him. I didn't see him. But you guys actually miss his Chira's
guy, that video. The worst video. Guy.
My name is Chira, Brian Chira.
And 2024 is my year. I love what wanaanza kudance. Like, why? Come on,
rest in peace. He was very entertaining.
Like, where's it? Man, come on,
but
man.
I'm warning a bit.
Hata msema hata mwisho hajakula sasa.
Aliona accident. Akakufa pia accident.
May he rest in peace. That's all I can say.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
His friends.
Of course, no one deserves to die.
Do you think his friends have?
We'll all die. What do you mean?
No
one deserves to die that way.
Yeah.
And Ali, yeah. Okay.
Huh?
Do you think the guys he was drinking with bear some responsibility?
No, we're not his friends. Kama sisi sisi tukienda mahali tunakuanga na hiyo staff ya buda leo tunatoka pamoja. Mimi siwezi toka event ama siwezi nikiona umsea yuko nitaanza kumtafuta until when I don't see you it's now an emergency. Tuko like niggas.
I don't know, man.
We gotta look for this guy, man.
If this was a routine for them, also we can't really, let's say, talk about it and like shift blame to anyone right now because it's still too fresh. Yeah, but I mean, kujichunga na kwanga personal responsibility as much as mtu anafaa kuchunge is the way you bear responsibility for yourself. I really can't be chasing you down every single day, making sure that you're good every single day, every single hour, every second. So it was a bit too fresh. So I'd prefer if we'd not talk about that.
But it's like kani beshte yako unajua na anakuanga hivyo na mnajua tu like
but did you guys see the impact TikTok has? Unajua funeral yom sale kwa meja cup.
I remember ikiwa contributions zilikuwa zimefika 7M.
Na hiyo do inaendea nani?
Shosho yake. Na nimenotice wase wengi wenye wanakuanga na wameishi na shosho zao kutoka kwa young. Hawakuangi tu just there's something different about it. For example, angalia Nyamita. Not in a bad way, but you see design that guy is too hilarious. He's too hilarious for a nigga who live with two parents. Like kuna trauma kuna yenye ilimchange. That guy is not normal. Yeah. Like kuna kitu
that is crazy, guys.
You get like what's it do?
Unajua ni wasi wangapi older than us like man bro pastor walikuwa nafanywa shit na scouts nini.
Really?
Yeah. See you that book.
Sai ujui lakini pastor.
Oh guys, you need to read the Confessions of Nairobi Men. Oh my God, niggas are going through it.
You know, I wanted to start a segment on the podcast. Ikuwe anonymous. Alafu sasa mimi ndo nauliza maswali. Naleta mse anonymous hapo sasa watamjua. Hata kina Bigi naona ni kama kwa mnaacha tu kamera hapa. Ama tumbalishe hiyo stuff ya Chef Waislando. Alafu waseme stories zao anonymously. Nasema leo niko na after tutakuwa tunawaita according to episode. Anonymous episode 1.
I am not mature enough. I am sorry this is gonna sound so bad. I am not mature enough kuka hapa nigga akiniambia alifanyiwa shit na mtu. I am sorry.
I want to beat you up.
I'm sorry but miss like kila time hata kuna social media Monomasa Matio Mazeli Chapona like yo.
And you know that's one of the things that was highlighted in that book. And they were saying how like there's one man who like used to get beaten by his wife, and he was saying how
What are you so anacheka huko? You like you can't laugh, man.
This is why men are going through so
man.
many things. This is why men are going through so many things. Yeah, so they was saying this man was saying like in the book, he was saying how he used to get beaten by his wife, and when he went to report it to the cops, the first thing aliulizwa unaacha unapigwaje na mwanamke and there are so many reasons like behind what was happening in his life and what led to that whole situation because the wife.
So why is he going to the
let me give you like a background story.
Second lady Dorcas,
guys. So this man, I think he was assaulted by someone. It was rape. Yeah.
A
so
girl.
Yeah.
Or a man.
A man. It was a man.
No, it was
raped by
yeah. Yeah. Trigger warning. Sorry.
Yeah,
trigger warning. First of all,
trigger love tunaambia watu warning.
Si ndo ashtuke vizuri.
Okay.
Shit. Anyway, yeah, so trigger
yeah.
warning. So he was sexually assaulted by someone, and then he started drinking, and he really could not maintain relationships with anyone. So in one of his escapades in drinking, he met someone in those keg places, a woman, and he got with her. But because his drinking was so crazy to a point, he started stealing from the wife. Because now he's an alcoholic, he really depends on alcohol to survive. He started stealing from the wife. Mama alikuwa anamtandika. Also because he couldn't like bring money to like do support in the household things. The wife was just beating him up. Now, mind you, no, of course not. Something like that. See the way you guys have cracked up at the thought of him being whooped. And also he was sexually assaulted. He really could not talk about it because it's not... There's a lot of stigma going around men being assaulted sexually and so many other things. So that's why he couldn't talk about it openly.
Yeah.
No matter can lead to alcoholism because that was his way of coping.
Yes.
So he was being whooped by his wife because his coping mechanism was drinking.
Sasa atakaa na chapo na bibi. Why is he going to report the wife to the police?
Sasa hiyo siku alipigwa sana.
Usicheke. Unajua wewe ni sauti ya mama. Huyo chanja kwa sauti ya baba leo. Chanja kwa sauti ya baba leo.
I don't think like officers and whatnot usually take assaults like coming from rap assault cases from
So is there a body that you see unaona kuna stuff ya gender whatever
it applies your piece,
is it also for men?
Yeah, it's for both genders.
Na men wenda
I mean most cases like the most rampant cases are women. So and also for men like it's
no, but we need to have like a number in a week, in a month, how many men have gone to the GBV offices. Like tunahitaji msee atuambie yo.
What do you feel
tuambie kwa comments
to make men in that situation be comfortable coming forward with?
First of all, you guys have to stop laughing.
But lazima tucheke kidogo.
No, I think just
na bibi yake and Ruto made fun of him in public.
See? That's a problem. That right there is a problem. That right there is a problem. Yeah, I mean, it happens. You also have to understand like gender-based violence is not only linked to one gender only. It happens to both genders. So if you just accept that the fact that it is a reality as much as yes, men are the stronger gender, they're whatnot. There's some men who are very fragile. Like they're very calm. They would not raise a hand to beat up a woman, even in self-defense.
At Oku Sandwich Podcast, we could never lay hands on women. Yo tunaiweka hapo vizuri.
Incident.
Walijaribu kusema ati ile time. Brother, in fact the truth outed. The truth ilitokea. Owen, hata before ufike hapo.
Sorry.
So yeah, destigmatizing the thing is just like first stop making a mockery out of men who get abused. That's just step one, the basis. And also educating people on the fact that it also does happen to men. Letting them know. And also if I don't know, but it's an ego thing for men. If they would just come out boldly and say, yeah, for sure, and ego. But ego really plays a big role when it comes to men. So they also wouldn't want to be mocked about it, but yeah.
Unajua ukisema hiyo ka story kaza kueducate na nini, if you want to change change something in the world or like maybe in a country or something, unaanza na watoi.
Yeah.
Usiai au wazae kama for example sisi tumereziwa na wasee wenye wako na ile masculinity like misogynistic, so anajua wewe mwanamke anakupiga.
I genuinely feel kunafaa kuwa na gender studies Kenya kutoka class 1.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
Juka kuna classes za ufala za music ile nakumbuka tukilazimishwa recorder.
Hiyo iko sawa. Yeah, but I do agree the gender studies thing is amazing. Let me just talk about something that happened that day when I was giving the talk at UN with the people daily, and we were talking to kids in high school, and I think I came here and I told you guys like the misogyny is very engraved in them from schools, and they happen to be someone who's a big podcast fan and a big fan of yours, by the way. Oh my. And
please una ruin the brand.
He was I want to say, quote unquote, influencing the kids on asking questions, and even like the responses that they were giving, they were very misogynistic. It was didn't make sense.
But you know, these kids look up to Andrew Tate so much.
Yes, there's a lot of that. The incel culture is so insane. So when we were asking something in regards to, like, we were talking about gender equality, like during the entire thing, and we were still saying that we still have a long way to go. And one kid asked, like, don't you feel like in the quest of fighting for gender equality for females, boy child is being forgotten? And there's this whole thing coming up that boy child are being forgotten, blah 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 blah. It's happening. I'm not sure how true it is. They were like, yeah, so that's what he said. And we were telling him that if we look at it on a bigger spectrum, girls are still at a huge disadvantage compared to boys. So why are we having the Me Too movement while you guys are still winning? Anyway, this kid came and said, this podcast fan came and said,
high school up here?
No, he was not in high school. Actually, he was just he had to be chased away because of the things that he was telling the kids. Like it was that bad, that insane. I don't know why I can't remember the exact words that he said, but it was in the lines of the way we were speaking to kids. It was in a way that we were putting us as victims, but the message you were putting is, yes, we are still victims of it. Stop acting like we are not. And he kept on insisting that us insinuating that these things are going on, ni kama tunafinyiliwa sana, ni kama tuwezi jisimamia. No, now girls, he was saying like mnaongea ni kama mnafinyiliwa sana, hamwezi jisimamia. And we were telling him that's exactly what's happening. It's just the situation that you have seen, women are talking. And we had the whole thing back and forth, and he really could not see whatever we were saying. Na nilikuwa inanishangaza sana because now kids are also feeling like they're being neglected in the fight for gender equality, and it was just like there's a lot of education that needs to be put in institutions around it.
You know, my one gripe na yo red pill culture yote ni those niggas do not be acting like men, bro. Like when ni mwanaume, bro, unafaa ku-expect maisha yako tayari itakuwa ngumu from birth, nigga. Na ufai kutaka ikuwe rahisi mazee. Hii ina sound hizo old school views, but bro, come on, like jumino nangawase uko na message no mazee madeni, bro, jifaitie wewe mwenyewe. Like I really don't think it's manly taking advice from other men.
Unajua mimi niko na very different angle from that because ukiangalia otuka Andrew Kibe na Andrew Tate, me bro najua boys anapostingi Andrew Tate daily, as in na nili notice ni a younger generation, like hii generation ya wasitu wameingia uni, wase wako uni yes 23 and below, wase wengi wametambua wase, na unajua wase the more wanakuwa fought, the more wanapata power juu enyewe hadi mse amemwamini ako like mbona try ku stop king wangu kusema the truth. And in all honesty, hii wacha nitaisema leo kwa podcast, I say some things they say ni ukweli
real,
but they just say it in the wrong way. Like hawaisemi tu unaget, like wasema nivile kama mama zi ina nivile wanaisema, but when you think about it, I was young, labda wase wengi hawajakuwa na wazae, na hata kako na mzae hajamraise na way ya kumwonyesha venye venye unafaa kuwa kama mwanaume. Una get? For example, una get?
I get you. The thing that you've said. Yeah, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. There's one day I was watching, someone sent me something in regards to Andrew Tate, because I was just, shitting on him because he doesn't make sense. Sometimes he says a lot of nothing. And his message was actually very true. He was telling men to like stand up, fight for yourself, work.
When the piga wera.
Like, take care of yourself. Good. But then you find
because no one says it.
How he packages this shit is, the way I've said it, it's like the empowerment of women somehow means men will be
downtrodden.
Yeah.
And that's
the message he's like, they try putting it across like feminists are trash because they're fighting for equality, blah blah blah. If we continue promoting feminists, you guys will lose. Dog, what does it mean? Why are you being threatened by my empowerment? Like, why is it threatening you?
I've never met a feminist with bad coochie. No.
Come on, man.
The best one.
Come on, man.
But
I get it. Tambo when I was single, activist manini.
Mi nakwambia, I love liberal women, our free spirits.
Yeah.
Bro, atakufanya kitu ingine kwa bed utakuwa like, wow.
Mtu
wa morals again.
Angefika hapo.
No, we come like, I only have 2 bodies. Like, I know nadhani ina sound poor, but you sound so boring to me. Those are rookie numbers we. Mimi nakutaka ukiwa na wasika 7 plus.
Tunakuanga na 2 body counts. Hakuna kitu ingine. First love na the one who broke you.
Nikadi cheki mfulani ati. Madem wengi wanasemanga tu hivyo.
Inabanga 3.
Kuna 2.
Any number they put 3.
Una multiply by 3.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu kuna
akisema 4 ni 12.
Now why would you do that?
Akisema 5 ni 15.
Ati, what's your body count? Alafu we say ni the devil. Ati, please say 2. Alafu akasema I'm a virgin, shetani akafanya. Hiyo ni mbaya zaidi yana.
Mtajuaje?
Would you guys
maybe
yeah. Answer this hypothetically, Kibs. Imagine you're single, but would you guys date a virgin? Let's start.
Acha tuanze na Joanna.
This green doll has said no. I wouldn't. Come with some experience.
Why not?
Man.
Always mfunza. See, that's perfect. Unapata the man unaweza mold.
I don't need to overshare too much on this podcast.
I think we should say once because I
need some experience. Like, come home trained, man. Siati na kufunza kila kitu from scratch. And also, again, I've just said, look at my track record. The people I have been with possibly could never be virgins. So that's just not it for me.
Like, umekuwa nje ukidu what?
Na hizo miaka zote umekuwa ukidu.
Hizo miaka zote
muda.
So hypothetically single Kibs, hypothetically.
Yes. Hiyo kamera kwanza ipeleke huko acha kuniwekea kamera. They have to know that Owen said
hypothetically. Would you date a virgin?
Well, I feel like
experience.
Sidhani man. Unajua? Kwa sababu niko na reasons mbaya by the way, but you can hizo zitaenda Patreon or something.
Sema ile atakulove sana. Is that thing?
Hiyo kitu sijika ina kuanga kweli, like the person
who breaks your virginity.
Nampendanga sana.
No,
so me see eternal love. Wait, what?
Because unajua
I think let me how do I phrase this without being so terrible? The first 2 encounters with him were good. And then once you start looking at other people, you're like,
but
men
who virgins kweli.
I mean,
you think about it. Kama ni
mkono see the same kind.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be with a virgin, but I also don't want a city whore.
All right.
City
so unataka hapo in
na ingevi Nairobi nasema
so akwena bodies ngapi idea.
I can't really tell the bodies, but I don't want to walk in a
room
and then I
not more than 30
bitches that you've fucked.
Not more.
So
10 mazini.
Kwanza hapo nimepush 2.
Bama
no.
Hiyo utapata wapi?
Oh, but that's not an entertainer.
Wacha
don't play with.
Naingia kavali na madem ka sita niko like fuck.
My theory is huwezi pata rais msebodi count yake ni 3. Kwa sababu once ameanza yeah. But unajua kitu ni akianza tu hiyo 1 inakuwa 1 2 3 4 5 ndo atulie. Like yani kuna kuanga na hiyo wacha
That's how it is with men, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, ukianza
The first
mbele.
time ukianza hivi unafikianga ni kama a new discovery.
Your tap huwezi funga.
Yeah. Huwezi funga rahisi mpaka ufike point.
So you're telling me the person I'm seeing right now is a city hole?
Not a city hole, but he's definitely...
Is he an entertainer?
Not.
Then ako sawa. Ajua sisi.
Wase wenye wako chini ya maji kwanza wananga IG ama utumie IG sana. Hao watu wabaya zaidi.
Real though.
Snipers.
Hao ndo watu wabaya. Mse apostingi, mse hata...
Umehepa. We, unaweza date Virgil.
Sitakusahau.
Well, si nimekuambia mimi siwezi juu. Na feel nika like mimi ni mse nataka kuingia kwa gari ni washe iende. Unanipata? Sitaki kuingia nianze kusema. Okay, before washe hii gari unafaa kwenda kwa engine. No, sitaki kufunza mse.
So you're saying you don't want to play. You don't want to play.
I want an automatic. Mimi sitaki mse mwenyewe tutaingia nianze kufunzana ama like itakuwa na mambo
like once kumconvince bro head ni poa.
Okay, you guys, why you acting like every person that you have sex with is good in bed? For men it doesn't matter.
It's already working.
Unajua nimepata kila mse yako amazing. Mimi ndo labda nimesleki once or twice kwa maji sana ama genuinely nimeboeka tu.
Ndio maana mse anajituma pia.
So you mean you've never had to tell someone, oh, I like it this way, I would prefer if we do it this way?
Head I will correct it. Always. head now tutastop. Mimi naambia tutastop ikuweke vidan kwa unaona hii.
Hebu ona hii, watu unafuata unaliwai.
Head we cannot play. But yeah ingine like
really?
It's whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I would stop you mid the action and tell you,
mzee.
Hey, kijana, please. I would. Like, I feel like, what's the point? I don't want to waste my time.
What did Jules say about it? Jules said you can teach
alisema madem in the first how many months wanakuanga actors too. Like,
I really don't.
Confidence.
Yeah, and I really agree with that. And I agreed with if I really like you, if I'm in a relationship,
if you want this to work,
if I want this to work, I will tolerate it the first 2 times.
2 times? Sika 2 years.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm not sticking around for bad sex. I'm just be honest.
No, but una love say.
That's what you my first 2 times. Kama hudansi
in this scenario, what constitutes bad sex? Is it finishing quickly ama ni lack of skills tu kabisa?
Ama hit the right places.
Both. I mean, there's...
Ama si kubwa.
And I don't want to talk about sex like this.
Yo.
Najua unaweza go kwa na butter knife lakini na una swing ka samurai jack.
The motion of the
honestly,
the motion.
Come packing.
Yeah.
Buda, kwanza big shout out to Venant. Big shout out to Venant and big shout out to Wildcard, the Wildcard. On the Good Company channel. No, jamaa na versa is 13.5.
What the hell? Is 13.
No, unajua ni Biggie.
Oh, yeah.
Big shout out to Biggie. When is Biggie? When I get like you're tall and huge, yeah? Pause. But mimi nakushow Venant ni mse ametulia tu. In fact hata ongeangi sana.
Pause.
Lakini yeah, anavaa size 47.
Pause.
I don't know why it's like I've listened to that. What's that? And what are we
talking about? If you have big feet, you have most of the 99.
Most of the time umepack. Kasi ni size 45. Lakini Venant amenishtua.
Shika size 39 hapo akipa.
Sasa tunaona wapi na mtu akona size 39?
Hawako unaona kila
kama mwanaume unavaa anything less than number 10. There's something wrong.
So unaangaliaga ukienda kunyora.
Kwanza kuna ile kitu ya ati unapima distance from akifanya hivi distance from the thumb to the tallest e finger hii.
Every nigga shaipimanisha shit yake na remote.
Pia ni hapa.
Lazima upimanishe na remote pia uone venye huko. Like kawa ni mdogo kuliko.
Mommy, get me out of here.
Hapa tuna Patrick. So shit niggas hufanywa kibweka mtaani.
Kuna watu wengine unaweza dhani wako parking lakini they are not.
They're not wait, is it
showers and growers?
Yeah, mema grower.
I don't want to know that.
Nani hapa ni show?
Usione wepanga wa reli.
Unaambiana huko. Hebu tell them, let me just...
I did a feel show.
But now, okay, na feel ni kama, cause mimi na ni grower. Na feel ni kama most men, most niggas ni growers. But my thing is...
I don't want to know all these guys.
being a show inamaanisha unakuanga tu
uko on kwa ni saa zote yani sana
what happens like when you get out what happens
comfortable tu na date kuchill tu yani
hiyo hata ukicheza hata futa unaweza kuwa
go ini hockey amani.
What do you mean you're showing all the time? What is this like
that foot and all what
where's it out there like that?
This is content from the #1 podcast in Africa. Bear in mind hii ndio ina bomba wase kwa ground
na nikiwa tukifungia hapo hata somewhere hapo kuna stuff nakumbuka tulikuwa na maboys fulani time nimechana in my life nimechana mara 6 no
unafanya Kibs anapeleka hizi topics za dicks kama best wake
unajua lazima hiyo dynamic kwa maana huwezi pata kitu kai kwa podcast nyingine kuna maboys nilikuwa nao tulikuwa tunachana time nili experiment tu nimechana mara 5 in
Gwethe
Gwethe big shout out to Gwethe TV nimechana mara 5 in my life and the third time
wait in your life what
mara 5 kuchana
ai nigga
yes let me not blow up
account
nilikuwa na stress so but niliacha juu ile story yao unajua meno haya so okay kaapeni ama boys the third time tulichana na hao
walianza kumbao
si ati walianza
ningeshangaa
hiyo conversation ilikam kuna boys alipita hapo akasema ati nyinyi mnachana mnajua hii kitu inafanya mtu nini haezi mbao vizuri haezi nini akaanza kuambia wase hapo unajua mimi niko new in the game mimi najifunza kutuku kukomba so ase boys mmoja akasema wewe buda unajua hii yangu mimi nashikilia ka torch hii yako unashika ka sigara you can't be saying that shit yeah. So anyway all I'm saying my growers that show us the conversation again very crazy and being a show ni the weirdest thing mimi naweza fikiria
women we advocate for showing
zini hagu tai feel
na so acha ni kushow na kulove it's my body communicating it's not even me
wait John I have a question I've always wanted to ask this when you're dancing with a nigga in the club and then
once
hypothetically Jane and a dance na
done it twice in my life and
really so
na kuna siku moja Kibs ashanipata
Pana nikuingia hiyo bebe unani jumejo
oh god
so like when you're dancing on a nigga and you feel him get hard hypothetically
and home
but mimi nakushow mimi na hata kugrind tu kidogo tu kwa nishakuwa
okay so what was your question
how does that make you feel like una feeling some sense of power juko like damn kumbe niko na effect on nigga hivi ama inakuweird out kasi the
I mean it depends if I'm interested on like going to bed with you I'll be like let's get it
no,
but if I'm not I'm like ew what
I'm just having fun
but I don't do that so yeah mimi
ushaifanyia mse ile kitu ya una dance alafu msana kama dance nyuma yako ukamwangalia
mara mob sana so many times but I don't also
unajua zaman venye hiyo moment unakuwa umeshikilia roho umeruka kwenye moyo
because unakuja kana
na feel hadi unapata hao kuna masi
hata kisses new dogs nakwanga tu
kuna masi wako na do but hiyo kuhustle msiana hustle atoni yuko story ya madem muulize villain story yake ni gani labda dem alimwangalianga tu hivyo vibaya jamaa akakuwa broken akaenda kaza kuwera
no one swagger less than msi akona do na ajui kukatiana
na ni wengi
ndio
so the real challenge ni the balance
the ones who throw money in your face
ama kuongelea ajido wako nayo
oh god
unajua
I want you to snitch here
you're a shower but for money man
I mean that's better like show me don't tell me about it yeah
do you guys want to talk about the Jomfalme thing ama tuachilie
dogo tu because big shout out
free ballo man
#freeballo man ule ni boy wetu wa Kisumu mazena unajua mimi wacha nikushow nikikujanga hii Nairobi nione watu wangu wa Kisumu like najua tumekuja hapa kuhasa
unaweza kuwa politician you say a lot of nothing
no for real like maboy wangu wa Kisumu as in hata wewe Joan tumepatana na wewe Kisumu before usicheke hapa nikao yes anyway but all I'm saying is yani huku hivi hata iwe sijui si Kisumu si nini but most of the time ukiwa Nairobi mazee even the spirit of hustling iko kwa kila mse unless tuko kwa kukuni yako mahali but if you see niggas who got money niggas who are out there
everyone's trying to
push stuff everyone's trying to make money. Unaget? So unapata mseka wangu Balo yeye alikuwa ameenda gig yani MC. Big shout out, biggest MC
alikuita Gabzi.
He was there even during our live show.
Yes. Hata Gabzi yendo alituita kwa stage. Na alikuwa na DJ wa na Jom Falme hiyo time. We were on stage sote. So now in such kind of a situation now na mse wangu kwa news imeandikwa ati bouncer inanifanya nasikia
bouncer man
inanifanya nasikia kupuke na nikasikia kwanza ni rumors, you might correct me but if I'm wrong, but ati paka wali separatiwa different
cars almost
jails, like see jail inaitwaje place una holdiwa before cells yo holding cell yenye wanaekwa for certain days wakitafuta wakiinvestigate ati wali separatiwa. Unaget? So I'm like,
crazy. I think some people were saying because of him being called a bouncer, they were trying to run a narrative.
That is the one.
That he's the one who actually went through and all that. Hey man, that's a hard one. Let's not talk about it.
Me all I got from that story is the older I get, the more I'm scared of fighting, bro.
Like just walk away.
Yani unapigana mse.
You know how bad it is. Unaweza kosana na mse sahi. Ujamu msukume aslide agonge kichwa dedi. Unajua ni hivyo tu ndio umeenda bro.
Kuna mbio shit in your early 20s kwa hai.
Go like
I say you go like hey.
Yeah, like when I got into the one time I was suspended like in high school.
What?
You guys know this stop. I've never said it.
Content.
Condemn uko. Anyway, like that time just before that incident happened, I remember I usually have this thing whenever I get so mad, I usually walk away from situations because I know it's either I'll get extremely rude or I'll do something like I'll act out of character completely. So that day I walked away at first, and then because it involved someone else, I went in and joined like to help sort the situation, and fuck, I regret it so much because it got me out of character. I never do anything like that. So I usually think about that one moment. I'm like, yeah, it's not worth it. Like you can shout at me, you can scream in my face, blah, 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 blah. The most I'll do is just I'll walk away. Gonga huku kwingine alafu the next day utakuwa jela. Best believe.
And now that's why tunafunga na ile quote yako ya getting out of character.
Yeah, nothing in this life is worth getting out of character.
Mimi naweza fight na mse. Ex wangu nani apate boy BPG na Sarai. Boyfriend wake ai. Sasa na fight mse. Beep.
Audio enter beep. Audio ndo boom. Audio enter beep.
Sasa zingine pia lazima upigane tu na mse tu for the hata si nini for the what's it called, for the principle.
Yeah.
What's the principle here?
That's your wife, bro.
That's the love of your life.
Ni mliona Chris Brown na Drake wakirushiana machupa kwa club. I mean, I get it. You can crash out over women.
Yeah.
I get it. Wange kwa na fight ya dem ningeelewa. Lakini saa jua gari.
I would like someone to fight in my honor, not cause of me. No, like in my honor. Like let's say someone disrespects me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sama man.
They don't want to do that. Just babe,
like you see, let's say if we're in the same situation, I would never get you out of the house to come fight for me. But if we're in the same space and someone disrespects me, I would expect you to stand up for me. And if you don't, my goodness, there's one time it happened.
To anybody.
Yeah.
And speaking of bodies, 20th of April, tena. Prices. 20th of April, the SK Dome tutakuwa na live show yetu kali sana, Sandwich Live Experience, the 4th edition actually. And tickets right now zinaenda for 1,000 bob, so you better get them right now when they're still hot. Juu zinaenda increase when in the last week actually ya kuenda show.
The last two,
yeah.
Ama last week, whichever. Also for VIP, VIP ni 2,500 for now, but inaenda increase juu VIP haifai kujaa pia, unajua. Pale nitaenda na waletea pale mkupwa na mnaka kando yake pia, unajua. So hiyo nini inaenda increase.
Bottle girls.
Hapo sasa kuna demo sana na mademo kudance. Alafu sasa pia group tickets, a group of 5, 4,500, which will also change in the next few weeks. So stick around, mambo inapangwa, mambo inaiva, and there also be so many games by then. Nilipata mse fulani wa games. Kuna games zingine different, so many crazy, sijai imagine ziko. Mpaka kuna hizi ma X and O's but biggie unazisukuma.
Oh yeah, so.
Yeah, umeziona.
That is so cool.
Yeah, kuna games kadhaa mob, hadi kuna nyingine ya unaweka ball kwa board uko juu, then ina move. Ikifika kwa hiyo last hole, pause. Nimesema boss, ikifika kwa last hole unapatiwa prize. So most kuna some obstacles inaweza ipeleka anyhow. Yeah, so man got a lot lined up.
Would you if your girl was in a fight and losing, ungefanya nini?
Losing? Nah, demu wangu is losing.
Tuseme anakuwa
tuseme na nani?
Tuseme anakuwa jumped na mademu watatu. What would you do? Una get active? Headbutt.
Kuna siwezi piga mademu. Tumesema hapa hatuwezi.
Wakichapa demu yako.
Na nichukue demu wangu tukimbie na.
Na kaona.
Alright?
I'm gonna take my girl.
Hata kumchukua tu hivi hata kama alikuwa na mbogi yake.
Wamemken mzee ile unajua mademu akishikanga nywele hivi hawaachilii msee.
Kuna mwenye anakaa boy hapo.
Lazima hawezi kosa.
Kuna mwenye amebadilika hapo. Anyway,
see you guys, bye.
Witches flying high in them private jets. Mada kumada beat lazima kaibada. Si niulize mbona nimenyanya. Si unajua niko juu ya shada.